so this is a quick tip about one-sided TBA engagement. So, you know, like when you're looking at yourself and you're like, this side's flat, but this side's not, and why is one side working a little bit more than the other? So what I want you to do is I want you to come down onto the ground to set yourself up, and I want you to take your hands and I want you to pinch in under your rib cage. So you're not holding up at your rib cage and you're not holding down at your pelvis. It's that your waist squishy area in between the two. So you're gonna pinch in there. So if I come up, you're pinching like this here. So your thumb at the bottom, fingers at the top. So you're coming in into this position. And from that position there, so nicely pinched, I want you to try to engage your TBA. So nice inhale, exhale, engage. So it should be firm there now. And I want you to feel, is one side thinner than the other? So is your left side thinner or the right side thinner, or are they both nice and even? So if one side's thinner, so my left side is slightly thinner, I want you to think about pulling that femur back into the hip socket slightly and engaging your hamstring. It's a very slight movement, but it's just about thinking about tucking one side of your pelvis under slightly, okay? So relax and pull back that femur slightly. So it's kind of like you are pushing one side away and pulling the other side back, and engage the hamstring to hold it there. Then I want you to re-grasp and inhale, keeping that leg and that pelvis tucked slightly, and engage again. Does that now make everything feel a little bit more even? So the same size, right? So what that means is the thinner side is more likely in a slight anterior tilt. So if it's the left side, that's that normal left side hip forward, that normal twist, okay? And that means that that left side in that very slight anterior tilt. Now why this is important is because your core won't engage quite as well when you've got that slight twist happening. So what I want you to do is I want you to stand up and I want you to think of pulling that femur back in slightly, engaging that hamstring slightly, and basically tucking that left side or the right side. So some people are in that like right side twist, but tucking that side of the pelvis under ever so slightly. Then do that test and engage and feel whether it's even on either side. And then once it's even, I want you to try and hold that position whilst you're doing your leg extensions, heel lifts, whatever you're practicing, or even simply the TBA engagements, and see if you can maintain that control, right? It's going to be a bit tough. It's something that you can do really well in the 1990 breathing as well, because then in the 1990 breathing, what you want to do to engage that hamstring is pull down on the heel slightly. It'll engage the hamstring and tuck that pelvis under just a little bit. Okay, so try it out in the 1990 breathing. See if everything's firing the same on both sides. If it is, yay, you're awesome. If it's not, try engaging that hamstring just slightly and tucking a little bit. So it's kind of like pulling back the femur, engaging the hamstring to the back of the leg, and then tucking that pelvis ever so slightly. And we are talking centimeters. We're not talking like tuck it right under and open it up. We're just doing a little shift by engaging that hamstring and pulling that femur back just slightly, like those iliacus pullbacks. And then try again, see if you can get that squeeze to feel even on both sides. And